Welcome back to Transform Yourself. I am pumped for technique number 2.
Yeah.
This one is really cool.
It is really cool.
Remember from last time how we were talking about your self-concept being like a mental blueprint?
Absolutely.
Well, today we're going to get our hands dirty and learn how to adjust that blueprint.
Yeah.
For some seriously awesome results.
That's right. Last time we explored how self-concept is built from beliefs.
Beliefs, not facts.
And today, with technique, 2 submodality distinctions in self-representation, we're going to look at how those beliefs feel, quite literally, and how we can change those feelings to change the beliefs themselves.
I'm intrigued already.
Good.
Submodality distinctions sounds pretty technical, though.
It can be.
Break it down for us.
Okay.
What are we even talking about here?
Think of it this way. Imagine you have a picture in your mind of yourself nailing a presentation at work.
Got it.
You got it.
Yep. I'm seeing myself up there, confident, clear. Everyone is totally engaged.
Now,
Yeah.
is that image big and bright or small and dim? Is it in color or black and white?
It's definitely big, bright, and in full color.
Okay, good.
And yeah, there's definitely applause in there.
Can you hear it?
I can practically hear it now.
Those details,
Right.
the size, brightness, color, the sounds, those are submodalities.
Submodality.
They're the sensory building blocks of your experience, even in your imagination.
Wow.
And what Andreas found is that by changing these submodalities, you can actually change the feeling associated with the experience, even if the basic content stays the same.
Wait, so you're saying that just by making that image of myself giving a presentation brighter or louder, I could actually feel more confident about it in real life?
You got it.
Really?
It might sound a little out there,
Yeah, it does.
but there's real science behind this.
Okay.
Our brains don't always distinguish perfectly between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. And because of neuroplasticity, the more we rehearse something mentally, even with tweaked submodalities, the more we rewire our brains to respond differently in the real world.
So it's kind of like mental training for your emotions.
Exactly. It's like upgrading your mental software to run a more empowering program.
Okay. This is starting to sound like some Jedi mind trick stuff.
It is a little bit.
I'm in.
Great.
Walk us through how to do this.
Sure.
How to actually do this.
It's surprisingly simple, though it does take some practice. First, you need to identify the submodalities associated with the specific belief you want to change. Let's say you believe you're awkward in social situations.
Okay.
Close your eyes and bring that belief to mind. Really feel it. What's the picture like? What do you hear? Are there any physical sensations?
Okay, so I'm picturing myself at a party, kind of standing by myself, feeling stiff and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The music is loud, but it just sounds like noise to me. And I can feel my palms getting sweaty. Ugh, not a fun experience.
You got it.
Yeah.
So you've identified the submodalities associated with that belief.
Okay.
Now, here comes the fun part. Start playing with those submodalities. What if you made that image smaller and dimmer? Like it's fading into the background.
Right.
What if you changed the music to something upbeat and fun? And what if you replaced those sweaty palms with a feeling of warmth and relaxation spreading through your body?
Okay, I'm doing that now.
All right.
It already feels less intense just pushing that image away and changing the music.
Yeah.
Wow. And the warmth in my hands is actually making me smile.
See, you're already starting to change the feeling.
I am.
It's like taking control of the director's chair in your mind and choosing to create a more empowering experience.
I love this.
Good.
It's like giving my brain a feel-good makeover.
Yes.
But how does this actually change the belief itself? I mean, it's one thing to change the feeling in the moment.
Right.
But does it really stick?
That's where the magic of neuroplasticity comes in. Remember, your brain doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one.
Right.
So by repeatedly practicing this new, more empowering experience in your mind, you're literally rewiring your neural pathways.
Wow.
Making it easier and more natural to feel and act in alignment with that new belief in the real world.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
It's like I've been handed the keys to my own internal reality.
Yes, you have.
I have so many more questions, though.
Go ahead.
Like, are there specific submodalities that are particularly effective for certain types of beliefs?
That's a great question. And it gets to the heart of why submodality work is so powerful. It's not just about making things feel good. It's about understanding the unique language of your own nervous system. Think of it as a personalized code you're cracking.
A code. So there's more to this than just turning up the brightness and volume on everything.
Absolutely. Remember, we have more than just our sense of sight and sound. We experience the world through touch, movement, even our sense of where our body is in space. And all of these senses have their own submodalities that we can play with.
Okay. So we've got visual submodalities. Like size, brightness, and color, and auditory submodalities like volume, tempo, and rhythm. What else is there?
Well, there are kinesthetic submodalities, which relate to your sense of touch and physical sensation.
Okay.
Think about temperature, pressure, texture,
right.
Even movement within your body.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this could get really interesting.
Yeah.
So if I'm working on feeling more confident, I could imagine a feeling of warmth and expansiveness in my chest. Like my heart is literally opening up.
Exactly. Or you could imagine yourself standing tall and grounded, feeling the weight of your feet on the floor, and a sense of energy flowing through your body.
I love that. It's like I'm creating a whole sensory experience of confidence from the inside out.
But how do I know which submodalities are the right ones to tweak for a specific belief? Is there some kind of cheat sheet for this? Unfortunately, there's no universal cheat sheet because everyone's neurology is a bit different. That's why the key here is experimentation. You need to become a detective of your own inner world. Notice what shifts the feeling for you.
So it's about paying close attention to how I actually feel.
Yes.
When I change different submodalities.
Exactly. Let's say you want to overcome procrastination.
Okay.
You could try making the image of yourself working on that dreaded task bigger and brighter. But what if that just makes you feel more overwhelmed?
Yeah, I can see how that might backfire. So what else could I try?
Well, what if you change the location of the image in your mind? Instead of it being off to the side, tucked away in a corner, what if you brought it front and center, right in your field of vision?
That's interesting. It would definitely be harder to ignore. It's like saying, okay, this is happening now. No more hiding.
Exactly. And that shift in location might be the key to unlocking a different feeling, one of motivation and focus, instead of resistance and avoidance.
Okay, I'm starting to see how much nuance there is to this. It's not just about changing the feeling. It's about finding the right submodality shift that creates the specific change I'm looking for.
That's right. It's about being playful and curious with your own experience and noticing what actually works for you. And remember, submodalities aren't just about fixing problems. They're also about amplifying positive experiences.
Ooh, that's interesting. So if I wanted to enhance a feeling of love and connection with my partner, what could I do?
Think about the submodalities you associate with them. Maybe it's the warmth of their touch, the sound of their laughter, or the way they look at you. What if you made those sensations brighter, closer, more intense?
This technique is starting to sound a little dangerous in the wrong hands. You could really mess with someone's head.
That's why it's crucial to approach this work with respect and integrity. This isn't about manipulating others. It's about understanding the power of your own mind to shape your experience, for better or worse.
You're right. This is serious stuff. But it's also incredibly exciting. I'm starting to see how much potential there is here to not just transform myself, but to transform my relationships and even my whole world.
Exactly. And that's just scratching the surface. As you get more comfortable with these basic submodalities, you can start to explore even more nuanced techniques like anchoring and swishing, which can be incredibly effective for creating lasting change.
Anchor, swishing. These terms sound like they're straight out of a spy movie. Tell me more. All right, spill the beans. What are these anchor swishing techniques you're talking about?
Well, they're not exactly spy techniques, but they are pretty powerful tools for shifting your internal state quickly and effectively. Let's start with anchoring.
Okay, lay it on me. What is anchoring all about?
Think of it like this. Have you ever noticed how certain smells, songs, or even physical sensations can instantly transport you back to a specific time and place, bringing back all the emotions associated with that memory?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like the smell of my grandma's baking.
There you go.
Instantly makes me feel warm and loved.
Yes.
Even though she's been gone for years. It's like a time machine for my senses.
Exactly. That's the power of anchors.
Okay.
They're essentially triggers that elicit a specific emotional response. And the cool thing is, we can create anchors intentionally to access positive states on demand.
Wait, so I could create an anchor for confidence?
Yeah.
That I could trigger whenever I need a boost? Like a secret weapon for those nerve-wracking moments.
You got it.
Oh.
Let's say you have a memory of a time when you felt incredibly confident and powerful.
Okay.
Maybe it was nailing that presentation, winning a competition, or simply feeling on top of the world. Bring that memory to mind. And as you're fully experiencing those positive feelings, choose a simple physical gesture, like squeezing your thumb and forefinger together or touching a specific spot on your body.
Okay. I'm picturing myself receiving an award for a project I worked really hard on. I'm feeling proud, accomplished, and totally in my element. And I'm squeezing my thumb and forefinger together, like I'm holding on to that feeling.
Now repeat that process several times, associating that gesture with the peak of that confident feeling.
Okay.
You're essentially training your nervous system to respond to that trigger with that specific state.
So the next time I'm feeling nervous, like right before a big interview, I can just squeeze my thumb and forefinger together and bam, instant confidence.
It's not quite magic, but it can feel pretty close.
I like it.
The more you practice setting and triggering your anchor, the stronger and more automatic that response becomes.
Okay, I am so trying this.
All right.
It's like having a personal pep talk button at my fingertips.
Yes, it is.
Now, what about that other technique you mentioned, swishing?
Yeah.
That one sounds intriguing and a little bit mysterious.
Swishing is a bit more advanced, but it's incredibly effective for breaking unwanted patterns and shifting negative beliefs. It's based on the idea that we can interrupt and redirect our habitual thought patterns by creating a rapid shift in our submodalities.
Okay, I'm following so far. But how do we actually do that? How do we swish away those negative thoughts?
Let's say you have a negative belief like, I'm not good enough. First, you would identify the submodalities associated with that belief.
I'm going to get really specific with the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic details.
Yeah.
What's the picture like? What do you hear? How does it feel in your body?
I'm seeing this small, dim image of myself, kind of hunched over, and looking down, I hear a voice saying, "You're not good enough," over and over again. And I feel this tight, heavy feeling in my chest, like a weight is pressing down on me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now create a second image, a representation of how you would like to feel instead.
Okay.
Maybe it's confident, capable, and worthy. Make this image big, bright, and compelling.
Okay.
Bring in positive self-talk, uplifting music,
All right.
and any physical sensations that represent that desired state.
All right. I'm seeing myself standing tall, radiating confidence. I'm wearing my favorite outfit and I hear cheers and applause. My heart is open and I feel a surge of energy flowing through my body. It feels amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now comes the swish.
Okay.
Take that small, dim image of the negative belief and literally swish it away.
Replacing it instantly with the big, bright image of your desired state.
Got it.
Do this rapidly,
Oh.
like you're flipping a switch in your mind.
Okay.
It should feel almost like a surprise.
Whoa. That was powerful. It felt like that negative image just vanished.
Good.
And the positive one filled my entire awareness.
Exactly. Repeat that swish several times.
Okay.
Each time focusing on making the shift faster and more complete.
Okay.
You're essentially retraining your brain to associate the trigger for the negative belief with the positive state instead.
This is incredible. It feels like I'm reprogramming my brain at a subconscious level.
Yes.
But how long do these changes actually last? Do I have to keep swishing forever?
The beauty of this technique is that with consistent practice, these shifts can become permanent.
Really?
Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on your experiences, both real and imagined. So the more you practice these techniques, the more you create lasting change at a neurological level.
This is mind-blowing. It feels like we've gone from simple self-improvement to deep-level brain hacking.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
Submodalities offer a powerful doorway into the operating system of your mind.
Right.
And with a little bit of knowledge and practice, you can become the master programmer of your own experience.
Wow. This deep dive has been a wild ride.
It has.
We've covered so much ground, from the basics of submodalities to advanced techniques like anchoring and swishing.
Right.
It feels like we've just scratched the surface of what's possible.
That's the beauty of this work. It's a journey of continuous exploration and discovery.
Right.
And as you become more adept at working with your submodalities, you'll find that you have more control over your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors than you ever imagined.
For all you mind explorers out there, remember the power to transform yourself is in your hands, literally. Until next time, keep playing, keep experimenting, and keep transforming.